There's a great deal of emphasis right now on pollinators within USDA Farm Bill programs because they are concerned about the impact that some of these phenomena like colony collapse disorder and other declining pollinator populations could have. We should care about pollinators because 1 out of every 3 bites of food comes from crops that are insect pollinated. Pollinators could be any type of organism from a small insect such as a bee or a wasp up to moths and butterflies, hummingbirds and other types of birds, and mammals and bats. They are essential for the functioning of many ecosystems and for the production of many of our agricultural crops. For instance, here in the state of Washington, the top 2 commodity crops based on the amount of revenue they bring in are apples and dairy products. And apples require insect pollination because the flowers are self-infertile, which means that the pollen has to come from flowers of another variety. A lot of people don't think about pollinators when they think about milk and other dairy products, but dairy cows eat a lot of alfalfa. And for the production of alfalfa, you need alfalfa seed, which is produced only from insect pollination. All of the orchard fruits require pollination. Pears and cherries, many of the berries, many vegetables including tomatoes and peppers. And tomatoes are often pollinated by bumblebees, which exhibit a special kind of behavior when they pollinate the flowers. The stamens, which hold the pollen in the flower, are locked up real tight, and so in order to get the pollen to release, they have to be vibrated, and so like bumblebees come and land on the flower and vibrate at a frequency that's about equivalent to a C in music. Pumpkins, hubbards, all types of squash. Many species of nuts, almonds, chestnuts, macadamia nuts. In the tropics, all kinds of fruits and other plants are pollinated with insects and other animals. And then there's the more uncommon things that we don't think about, and that's like the cola nut, used for the production of like Coca-Cola and other sodas. Many spices like cardamom, fennel, coriander, caraway, allspice, even vanilla, which is produced from orchids. Coffee, chocolate, all require insect pollination. And then of course there's honey, which is produced from honeybees, which are actually not native to North America. They were brought over with the Europeans for the pollination of crops. And then we get to harvest the byproduct, which is the honey. The efforts within USDA for pollinator habitat are nationwide. It's a concern from coast to coast. But our center focuses on the inland northwest region, so eastern Washington, northern Idaho, and northeastern Oregon. So at our center, we're conducting research and sharing the results with our field offices who work directly with landowners to help them develop conservation plans and establish pollinator habitat. We also serve the public and invite them to our research farm and share with them our experiences and our research. And so we've had groups out to the farm that include 4-H kids, the Pullman Parks and Rec Garden Camp kids, university students, and other members of the general public who have an interest in pollinator habitat. A lot of the kids have just been amazed, like getting over their fear of bees and wasps, but when they learn that they are beneficial and when they can go up right to a honeybee hive and stick their fingers in the honey and taste it right out of the hive, that's made a huge impact on them.